Welcome back to Breslov Campus. Insights in working on negative traits and developing the good. Once somebody came to Rebbe Nachman telling him about his difficulties, how he suffers terribly, tremendously from his evil inclinations, from his negative lusts and desires. And Rebbe Nachman strengthened the person by telling him, you have to do good. Just be involved in doing good, and the bad will fall by itself. An amazing statement. The bad will fall by itself. And he showed that this is hinted to in the verse, Sur mera va'asetov. The verse translates as, Sur mera, turn away from evil, from doing evil, va'asetov, and do good. So Rebbe Nachman explained to the man that the end of the verse is what leads to the beginning of the verse. The Seifa leads to the Reisha. Through Va'aseh Tov, if now you are able to do good, so then this will lead to Sur Mera, stray away from evil. And this is what Rebbe Nachman told the follower, just do good. Nachon, it's true, you have downfalls, you have negative things you do, you continue sinning and doing blemishes and everything. So does that mean, if that's the case, so I just might as well stop doing everything? No. What it means is, you gotta counter it with more good. So that's what Rebbe Nachman was telling the follower, be involved in doing a lot of good. So that even if you do fall and crumble, you get back up and you continue doing good. And there's no justification, there's no room to say, so if I'm doing bad, what difference does it make that I do good? If the bad is still there, and I'm still a very consistent, a very addicted sinner, and I continue going back to doing negative things, so what value is the good? It's not brushing off and not doing a change. Rebbe Nachman says, keep on doing good, because in the long run, in time, all the good will accumulate to help a person remove the bad. And that the reason that the first part of the verse is stray away from bad, because that is the goal, that a Jew should become complete in his actions. We want to reach the level of Sur Mera. But the verse can be read as being interpreted as, in order to come to Sur Mera, to come to the first part, which is Sur Mera, straying away from the bad, you have to do a lot of good. And when a person has a lot of occupation with doing good, even if he falls and has parts of the day that just went down, because he's designed his day that there's so much good happening it. Here he grabs a little bit of Tehillim, here he grabs a little bit of learning Torah, learning Chumash, learning Mishnah, learning Gemara, here he grabs giving tzedakah, here he grabs helping another person, here he grabs time to talk to a friend, to give encouragement one to another, here he's involved in helping elderly people. Whatever it is, a person is involved in his day, that there's a lot of good in it. So even if a chunk of the day went, so to speak, lost and destroyed from the bad, still the person can get back up and continue doing the rest of the day the good. He has a lot of good. The bad that happened does not necessarily have to affect the rest of the good of the day. So Rebbe Nachman's advice to the man, be involved in doing good, because this really is the key for getting a change for the better, is that a person always has to be on the positive side, which means what's good, what can be done, what can be developed. And the more that person is involved in that attitude, even if he continues to do bad, but the bad begins to lose its value, because there's so much good, and the person is happy with himself that he's doing good. He feels good about himself, that there's a value to my Tehillim, to my Shachari, to my Tefillin, to my saying Kriyat Shema before going to sleep, to my blessings. He values it, because the proof that he values it is that he's doing it, and he's doing it with a type of enthusiasm that he wants to get it done. So this, in the end, outweighs the value of the bad, which is a point where a person begins to lose an interest in wanting to do the bad. So like Rebbe Nachman said, Sur Mera, stray away from bad, Va'aseh Tov, by doing good.